Hello Aries, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you've enjoyed the first half of August. So this decision reading runs roughly from mid-August through to mid-September. So it's intended for those of you who are facing Two of Swords energy. So you have a choice to make, but you're feeling stuck, or that you're missing information, feeling a little bit blinded about the choice that you need to make. So I've already shuffled the cards. We're going to be looking at path 1 and path 2, so the two options that you have on hand. So I'd like you to assign each of your options to be represented by path 1 and path 2. So this will be path 1 and this will be path 2. Okay, so let's start off here. Overall energy for path 1, we have Beyond Illusion. So this is the Judgment card. Two things to consider. We have transformation, this is death, and we have the Seven of Cups, projections, where this path could lead you if you chose to go down it. We have the Master, which is a unique card in Osho Zen Tarot, and we have the Page of Cups, trust. So this feels like a fairly heavy decision. This is definitely not something that you're taking lightly, and you're really mulling things over and making sure that you've examined everything from all angles before you make your move. You may be receiving information and inspiration from Spirit, so feel free to ask for that guidance and support because it's there and open and ready to come in for you. Now this, we have death and we have the Seven of Cups. So there's a little bit of confused energy coming in here, or things not being as they seem. So if we take a look at this card, we can see that there are two people here. So this can be talking about two people. It could also just be talking about two situations or circumstances that appear to be one way on the surface, but when you take a closer look, or when you get to know the person better, it's not quite the way that it was first portrayed. So this can be talking about whether it's intentional or accidental, things being hidden from you, information being hidden from you, thoughts or emotions or opinions being hidden from you. This could also be you doing that, trying to keep kind of like a straight face, like a poker face kind of thing going on here. With the Death card, this is showing me that these things are going to be revealed to you. So there's a transformation. So if something, for example, let's say something appears fairly scary on the surface. It feels, you might be afraid to do it. You might be repulsed by something. This transformative energy is going to change that in such a way that you realize that whatever it was that was frightening you or appeared daunting to you no longer does. So that mask is being removed, and you can see that it's actually not as scary as you once thought. As an example, it could go the other way around. Something might appear really wonderful and well suited for you, and then something is changing and you're seeing that maybe it's not such a good match. But definitely there's a shift going on here, and some kind of secret, we'll call it a secret, is going to be revealed. Now we have the Master and we have trust. So this to me feels like there's not a lot of control. Once you make this choice, it's kind of everything is just going to sort of fall into place and happen in the way that it is meant to, or just the way that it is going to happen. You can see that this person is in free fall. So they can't really do much but continue to trust. And I like to prefer that this person is more floating than falling, because this energy of this card is definitely more one of kind of an excited, exhilarated, than so much of fear. Not a lot of fear coming in through this card. There is the sense that someone or something is watching out for you and making sure that all is well and that you are safe and sound, well protected, guided, and taken care of. Now for path 2, overall energy, we have the 7 of Wands, so stress. 2 things to consider. We have the 10 of Swords, this is rebirth. We have the 3 of Swords, isolation. Where this could lead you, we have the 4 of Cups. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Now the 7 of Wands is showing me that this is going to be fairly overwhelming for you. So you may feel that this is too much for you to handle. It's very stressful. You may be juggling a lot of different things. Or if it's just one thing, it's just very, very demanding and you feel kind of out of control and that you don't have enough time to be able to handle it all. Two things to consider here. There's definitely a feeling of heartbreak and sadness that you're working through with this path. With rebirth, we can see that this is a very transformative card. It's kind of like a mini death card where we're moving from something that is old and being reborn. This process is not easy, but it's necessary, and it's potentially painful. This is being emphasized by the fact that we have these tears here on the isolation card. So this is the 3 of Swords. This is a card that you traditionally see with the heart with the 3 swords through it. So this is feelings of disappointment, perhaps, or just, I think, some struggle with this transformation. Now this can be a personal internal transformation that you're going through, or this can be a more external transformation, perhaps linked with another person that you have had to let go of. Now where this might lead you, the word, when I flipped over these cards, I heard reconsideration. Perhaps even a little bit of regret coming through here as well. But I think that if that's the case, it's going to be more so coming from outside of you, where people are going to be questioning you. So this can be friends, family, people who are well-intentioned and care for you, who are going to be questioning your choice and saying, oh, do you really think that was the right thing for you to do? And that's going to kind of unsettle you and make you question yourself. So just be aware of that. If you feel that path 2 is the way that you need to go, so this would be for those of you who need to let something go because it is overwhelming you and it's not serving you and it's too much. So for those of you who need to let something go, and this is the path for you, be aware that you may have people questioning your choice, saying, maybe you shouldn't have done that. And then you, in turn, are going to start questioning yourself and saying, oh boy, was that actually the right thing for me? So knowing that ahead of time makes it easier because you can get yourself into a place where you are very poised and confident, and you're able to let all of that talk, all that chatter, all that distraction going on outside of you, let it stay outside of you rather than affecting your internal calm and poise. Okay? Now this is going to be a balancing act. I do feel like you still need to work on, there's someone or something that you still need to please in a sense, or appease. Most likely these are going to be the people around you, and it's going to be more so of just assuring them with confidence, yes, don't worry, I've got this, I know what I'm doing, I've made my choice, and I'm going to own it. So just kind of setting their minds at ease here as much as your own. Because with the six of Pentacles is actually a good energy. It's everything, it's fair, it's balanced, there's equality here. So what else does Aries need to know about path 1? Additional guidance for Aries for path 1. Path 1. Nope. There we go, that one. Perception. Now that's very interesting because we have this projections card here, and we were talking about things not being the way that they seem. And that's being emphasized by this projection or perception card. So it's the way that we look at things, okay? It's our perception of things that can actually change. Okay, so maybe we're looking at a situation with rose-colored glasses, and we need to take off those glasses in order to change our perception and see things as they truly are. Or vice versa. Maybe we're looking at a situation through a lens of negativity, and we're unable to see the opportunities and the beauty in the situation, and we need to change our perception so that we're actually able to see the blessings that we have in our life. So that's going to be what you need to focus on most strongly for those of you who feel that path 1 is calling to you and is the best match for you. Now for path 2, oh, there it is. Adventure. Okay. This really does bring about the sense of something new coming in, some new kind of adventure. And that's always the case when we have to say goodbye to something, when we have to let something go that's no longer serving us. There's always something else waiting for us, a new adventure. It looks very exciting. And again, when you embark on something that can be fairly this can be a fairly grand scale adventure, like a fairly major change for you. People will always question that, and we'll always have our own self-doubts about that. But if you really feel that it's time for you to set this aside and let that go, then embrace this new wonderful thing with open arms and a sense of adventure and excitement, because that will serve you very well. And it'll also show the people around you through your confidence that this is the right thing for you, and they'll stop questioning you. So I think that's everything, Aries. I hope that these messages were helpful for you. Of course, I can't make the choice for you because everybody has their own unique situation. My hope is that some of what I've said has kind of helped to illuminate and remove that blindfold of the Two of Swords energy. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your month, and I'll see you again soon.